Hello, Oscar Camargo will be providing your negative rebuttal in order to further continue your debate. I, as the opposition, will provide various arguments against the arguments you have presented against other opposers, which will likely convince our audience that we should not convince the federal government to extract resources from the moon. Alright, so back on the argument that we never landed on the moon, I'll be presenting more evidence that this whole moon landing was a hoax, which would ultimately shoot down your whole solution. Because if we haven't gone to the moon, then it's obvious that we can't go again and extract resources. Alright, so just a few points. There was actually no blast crater under the lunar module. Another point, the lack of sound from the LM descent engine in the video. Also, the poor quality of the video. This is NASA, very advanced in technology, and they provide only a video of low quality. So I feel that as if NASA really did go to the moon, why wouldn't they invest in higher quality videos? Since it's a really prestigious step if we did do that. Okay. Another point you didn't argue against is that shadows go in the wrong direction. It's not parallel as it should. And if we did land on the moon, it's been so long since we did it. Why haven't we gone back? Why haven't other countries done it? Why hasn't Russia done it? Okay. Alright, so ultimately, if we never landed, it just isn't even possible for us to extract resources, since we can't even get to the moon. So how is it even possible for us to make plans to extract resources from the moon? Okay. On to other points now. You say we need to utilize resources from the moon, land, the sea, etc. So why should we spend so much effort on attempting to extract resources from the moon? Are there not faster or more efficient manners of getting resources here on Earth? Okay, so this is according to energy.gov, and I quote, primary energy resources take many forms, including nuclear energy, fossil energy, which include oil, coal, and natural gases. And there's other renewable sources such as wind, solar, and hydropower. So all these sources get converted into electricity, so why can't we just invest more money into more advanced forms of these energies instead of spending billions of dollars on going to the moon? And then another point is that you also made the point that life would be easier with the plentiful amounts of resources. But can my opposition guarantee that this is even possible? No, they can't. And it's all speculation. And as far as this debate goes, no evidence has been presented that can prove with certainty that the entire world would benefit from the project. Obviously, whoever does it first might benefit, but as there's already treaties in place, can they guarantee that every single nation, as it states in the treaty, every single nation needs to benefit from the extraction? Can every single nation benefit from it? I feel like in order to side with them, you have to be able to prove that. Okay. So my opposition also states that other nations will pursue the project, this project of resource extraction from the moon. So this will surely break current active treaties, as I mentioned, and will likely lead to conflict with other nations who are also attempting to get the first step in gaining benefits from the whole extraction. So this is according to space.com, and I quote this as well. While the Outer Space Treaty likely allows mining, does not set up a system granting explicit title to the extracted resources of the resources. So that was according to a scientist by the last name of Nelson. Alright, so basically what he's stating is that there's no problem, according to the treaty, there's no problem mining up the resources, but the problem occurs when we try to sell the resources, which is going to happen since many private companies are investing in NASA for them to set forth and commence this project. So obviously this is going to be a big money maker for everyone, and well, if we can't even sell the resources, if this breaks the treaty, this is going to cause a lot of problems. So later on, people are going to be suing for the sale resources that technically they can't even claim. So how can they sell something that isn't technically there? Alright, and finally, as for the statement about gold, the intent wasn't to agree with your assumption that gold exists on the moon. Instead, an attempt was made to disprove your idea that it would be beneficial for us to find this hypothetical moon gold, since if there was gold on the moon, it would just crash our economy, since our whole economy is based on gold. And Of course, this is all hypothetical since so far there hasn't been any gold on the moon, and I'm pretty sure there's it's known that there isn't any gold on the moon. All in all, wasting so much valuable time, effort, and resources on the project that has great potential to fail should not be our government's priority. Instead, we should study the consequences it will surely create, and we must focus on other forms of resource extractions on Earth. Thank you.